Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the good, the noble, the totally flowing locks like Fabio from back in the 80s, just streaming hair cascading in the wind down to my shoulders. What's my name? Dr. Yukon, SuckIt. That's right, thank you. Thank you so much. Yukon, SuckIt. Tell your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters. And I am bringing to you a deck of my own creation. So what's going on is that, people are coming to me. Doctor, what am I going to play on the first couple days? Let me do that better here. Doctor, it's me, somebody that pays attention to your show. What am I going to do once we start getting to the new standard rotation? I won't have enough cards and I don't know what to play. I'm sorry, I just keep getting whiny when I do this. I don't mean to say that you're whiny at all. In fact, I think you guys are space awesome. Anyway, so here is a rotation-proof deck that I put together. It is mono black and it holds up. So yeah, if you play this deck post-rotation, you will do fairly well. Let's take a look at the cards in it. We'll talk a little bit about the strategy, and then we'll take it out to see how well it plays. So at the low end is one of Dr. Favorite's favorite cheap creatures for black, because I was not a fan of Scrambling Ghast. Scrambling Ghast was great. I mean, that's the problem, but everybody played it. Now, the thing I didn't like about it is Scrambling Ghast art made me kind of feel icky. I didn't particularly care for it, and that's a big problem with black. But here we got Concealing Curtains, and it's a 0/4 wall. It's a wall. Hey, look at me, everybody. I'm a wall. Actually, have you ever seen the movie Glorious? This reminds me a lot of that. It just came out a little bit ago. But yes, you got a 0/4 wall. And for 3 mana, you can transform it into something that is not a wall. In fact, it's an eye horror instead. It's an eye horror. And 3/4. 3/4, right? And so you can do that on your 3rd turn. Or if you can get it 2 mana sooner than that even. And because it's been in play, it basically can attack straight off. The best thing about it is that when you transform it, then you can look at your opponent's hand, which is a great thing, and you can choose a non-land card that they have to discard, but then they get to draw a card afterwards. But still, you get to get rid of something in their hand. And that is super cool. So I love this guy. Then we go to our removal. We got Infernal Grasp, just because the art is so incredibly cool, but destroy target creature. As well as we got Hero's Downfalls right here. For 3 mana, you can take out any creature or planeswalker. There's no ifs, ands, ors about it. They're gone. We got Meathook Massacre's removal. You put it out, and then whenever a creature you control dies, opponent loses 1 life. Whenever an opponent controls dies, you gain a life. Also, whatever you pump into it, all creatures in the battlefield will get -X till the end of turn, which will wipe the board. So there's your 3 big controls right there. They're at the low end. We got Slaughter Specialist. Now, we don't see a lot of Slaughter Specialist being played, but she is a great card. She is really good. Reason why is because, here's the deal. Slaughter Specialist, when she enters the battlefield, each opponent, we're playing standard on MTGA, man. It's just one person. Your opponent gets a 1/1 white human creature token. Great. So you got a 3/3, they got a 1/1. Perfect. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you put a +1/+1 on Slaughter Specialist. That's going to happen. As long as there's creatures and you're killing them, this lady is going to start beefing up crazy. And it's whenever an opponent. It's not like only once per turn. It's whenever. They had a bunch of tokens. You can get her out there and then Meathook Massacre. She is going to get buffed, right? Totally buff. And she's only 2 mana. Fantastico, right? 2 mana for that. We got Graveyard Trespasser. I always think she looks like Jessica Jones from Netflix's Jessica Jones. But she's out there looking for food at her favorite fast food restaurant, aka the Graveyard. And so she's a 3/3 for 3 mana. And whenever she comes into play or attacks, you exile 1 target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, then your opponent loses life and you gain a life. When she hulks out and becomes a wolf, then she becomes a 4/4, and you do 2 cards from graveyards. And for each creature, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. And also they got Ward. They each have Ward, which is discard a card. So that's not the... I mean, a lot of times people are perfectly happy doing that. So it's not that great. It just looks better than it is because she looks like she's got Ward on her when she's out there. In reality, it's just a discard. Usually people have something to throw away. Midnight Assassin. So a 1/2 for 3 is rough to pay. But I was looking for something through the 3 spot, and I was looking for something with flying, and Death Touch is awesome. So the best part about this thing is she is an excellent defender. Excellent defender, right? The problem is that if it comes down to where she's your only attacker, then you're only doing 1 point of damage. And that's, not that much. It takes a long time to kill somebody at 1 point each turn. But anyways, she's an incredible defender. She's somebody, maybe you might want to swap out with something more effective. But I was looking for flying, and I was looking for something in the 3 category. All right, we got Hero's Downfall. And we already talked about that. Long Reach of the Night. Also, a little bit of control. As long as they got creatures out that they want to keep, then they will be discarding. If they don't have anything to discard, then they have to sacrifice a creature. If they have no creatures, they don't have to discard. You have to go through 2 rounds of that, at which point then you get yourself a 0/4 creature with Menace. Now, when you attack, it gets +X+0 until the end of the turn, where X is the number of creature cards in the defending player's graveyard. So my hope with this deck is that we are going to be killing lots of things and putting them inside graveyards, and this guy will be buff. Mostly I like this guy in discard decks, but still. We got what? The 3 Weird Sisters. So this is really, was it Henrika? Yeah, Henrika. But I picked up the alternate art. I like it quite a bit. Makes you feel like I'm playing a new card. So you got 3 Weird Sisters. You got 3 effects. Each player sacrifices a creature. You draw a card and you lose 1 life, or you transform into Fiends of the Darkest Night there. And Fiends of the Darkest Night have flying, Death Touch, and Life Link. And look at that little dog over on the right-hand corner there. It's got still a little dog with just a mean face and bat wings. All right, plus she's able to buff up each creature control with flying, Death Touch, and or Lifelink gets +1 till the end of turn. You can do that multiple times. So if you put 6 men into it, they'll get +2. So that means your Midnight Assassin might actually get better, which is another reason why I picked it, is because I knew that it should work well with the 3 Weird Sisters. All right, we've got Vampire Scrivener. And I'm really, hoping that the Vampire Scrivener does pretty well. I love the art on Vampire Scrivener, number 1. It's a 5, and you only get a 2/2 with flying out of the deal. But whenever you gain life, it gets a +1 counter. Whenever you lose life, you get a +1 counter. So I'm expecting that she is going to blossom like crazy. Problem is that 5 mana is pretty much the top end of our deck. The problem is, can we get up to 5, kit her out, and continue to, I guess, of your own sort, gain life and lose life? Something tells me losing life's not going to be a problem. All right, we got Invoke Despair, which is a fantastic card. It costs 5 mana. In a mono black deck, this is no problem. And each opponent sacrifices a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. So basically they do that for a creature, a enchantment, and a planeswalker. And they don't have any choice mana. They have to get rid of 1 of each, except for the case where they don't have them, in which case they lose 2 life and you draw a card. We've got 20 regular swamps. We got 2 abandoned mires, which is the Kamigawa Blackland. For 4 mana, you can mill 3 cards and return a creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. And lastly, we got 2 Field of Runes protecting us from... I think this is the future. We don't have manlands anymore. We do now, but in a couple of days, no more. Right? So maybe Field Runes won't be that big of a deal if we're just looking at non-basic lands. It's not that big of a deal. But keep it in here up until the rotation. We'll see what Dominaria brings. If we got some feisty lands we're looking to really get rid of, then maybe we'll keep them in. Otherwise, we can toss the Field of Ruin. So that is the deck. Let's check it out and see how well it does. Alright, we're playing against Watts. Nobody uses capital letters anymore. I must just be too old. Alright, what is up with this? Alright, I'll play it. I'll play it. Alright, there is a third mana. I guess that's what the land out for first. Now we can put out the Slaughter Specialist. Yoink. I touched it. I touched your precious. Da 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 da. After you get a mill card, exile creature. Level 2 allows them to draw a card. Let's go after his graveyard. That one. All attack. Yes! Sweet death. Alright, 4. Let's go for a Hero's Downfall. And all attack. Take out the demon dog. Touch the precious. Oh, pick up another sweet life. Delicious. Another demon dog. And we win. Victory! Our playing against Barhooq. Barhooq. Alright, three mana. Sweet. Little control-y at the beginning. No creatures per se. I'll take it. 2, infinite, 4, 5. Minimum of 3. Alright, Barhooq. Pick yourself some cards. Keep. What are you playing here? Halloween cards, huh? Alright, 5 for the Scrivener. And we're playing against stupid Enchantment Common again. Fortunately, I can only use one of these at a time. How much do I need? I need 4 to be able to use it. Eek. Alright, hero's downfall. You are no hero, sir. There we go. Let's go ahead and pop this one. And bring back the Slaughter Specialist. Alright. So see, 5/5. There we go. That one's not cool. The man lands a 4. Slaughter Specialist. Alright, what are we dealing with here? 1/1, excellent. Meathook Massacre is going to love to chew this place apart. 2/2 is fine too. Not a 3/3 though. Come on, big mana. Big mana, you can do it. Nope, not big mana. Alright, what are we going to do here? Alright, so he's got to sacrifice a creature. He's going to go for the little dude. No attacks. I got to play on the defense here. Oh, he's got another wolf. That sucks. How much I can do about that? No blocks. Alright, and I do not have 5 mana. But I can do this. I can drop her like she's hot. And each player sacrifices a creature. Yep. And I gotta say no attacks. Because I gotta be able to defend against the man land. Oh, that sucks. Alright, didn't pay attention to that at all. Alright, here's the 5. And let's put out Scrivener. The Scrivener. Wait, he's only got 2 creatures in his graveyard? Uh-huh. You're gonna let it just soak up those pluses? Scrivener gets pluses every time I gain life or lose life. Alright, comes Super Hydra. He gets whatever's under his plus there. Oh, look, it's a lifelink guy. Alright, well, we can... Mom, what is this thing up to anyway? It's just whatever it's going to be. I would really like to keep this as lifelink. Let's pop that guy out. Each player sacrifices a creature. We're going to get rid of that guy. And I'll attack. You can spread the load. Might be a good idea. Let's go, Barhooq. That's just a single guy, and single guys get blocked. Up to 2. All right. There we go. That is very nice. All right. Let's just transform. All attack. -2. Victory! Here we go with xinxeto. 3 mana. Sweet. Long Reach of the Night. Can I ask for a better hand, really? Maybe. I mean, it's a good hand, though. I do love Concealing Curtains. Because, you know, it's got 4 for defense, because there's one thing that you can't make it through is a curtain. Alright, you don't like the curtain. I mean, he's a 3/4. Nip that guy in the bud! I'm a Midnight Assassin! Alright, so I kind of have to wait on these other things until... Let's go see what he's got in his hand. Put the other things out. No problem. What are we getting rid of here? Meathook Massacre is not the coolest thing in the world for us. And that's really, really bad. This is a jerk. Let's just get rid of this one. All attack. Well, all of our dudes are going to get slaughtered, but he doesn't have any creatures to put out except for burn down the house. Yep. We got our own Meathook Massacre. We can just put it down now. As a prophylactic. I know you're looking for that extra mana so you can play out that burn down the house. Nope, I'm looking for an extra mana too. or as well. Thing is, that Scrivener will get killed. He got in his graveyard up here anyway at this point. 2 creatures? Yeah, that's not much. He's got his 5. He's got 6. That's not cool. I'm not gonna... That's going to gain 2 each turn. I can only lose them 1, essentially. Yep. Come on, deck. Provide me with something to attack with. You got better things than what you got. Even a mana at this point would be nice. 19. Alright, Slaughter Specialist is not going to do too much. What are we going to play here? Let's just get some stuff out of his hand. Here we go. Alright, now I'm going to lose as much life as I lose. Times 2 Electric Boogaloo. Alright, what are we getting rid of here? Destroy a creature that's dealt damage this turn. Creatures and planeswalkers. Burn down the house. That's the one I'm really scared of. Let's just get rid of it. This guy doesn't have a lot of creatures, so these are not going to do too good because there's not going to be that many creatures in his graveyard. But it'll be something. This guy actually would be doing pretty well if I get him out. I have the 5 now. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. Alright. That was pretty awesome. What the hell they were playing? Alright, we're playing against Corinim. Corinim. What's that? Mini Rock? Backwards? 3 mana. Here's Downfall. Alright. Love to get up to 5. Give him a little shake and boogie. Don't be doing that. I don't like you swimming with my fish. There's the guy for you, my friend. Yum, 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 yum. All in for the attack. 16. Yum, 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 yum. 11. And we're at 4 mana. I got a whole suite of things that require 5. Ah, he's dead. 10. Alright, so that is an artifact, which means Invoke Despair won't do anything. This will, though. Be Kilt, that is. That will, too. Okay, so we got a guy, he's got 5 life. Hero's Downfall will take care of him. He's just with 4. And 4 is what a Long Reach of the Night looks a lot like, doesn't it? You're giving up the dude, aren't you? Someone's trying to play Shrines. Alright, so we gave that up. I'm going to go ahead and put out the Shrivner at this point. And I guess I can play Slaughter Special. Excellent. I always forget they're so cheap. You kill my Shrivner. They're not. Hero's Downfall. Concealing Curtains. Pop it. That was your trick, huh? What you got in your hand? Guess what's going away? All attack. Now you don't like her, huh? And you don't like him. And we win! Victory! Victory, victory! Alright, playing against AgadagaugA. AgadagaugA. Alright, 3-man, I'm good at that. 1. No, do not come over my shoulder. It's inappropriate, and I do not like people there. AgadagaugA. AgadagaugA. Alright, let's go for the Graveyard Trespasser, sure. Nothing to Graveyard. Dead! All attack. Dead! Ooh, 5 mana. 5 mana. Ooh, 5 mana. Okay, let's choke back on this one. That's fine. Yoink. All attack. Put out something else. You gonna discard for that? Is that what that is? Yeah, discard a card? You are. Gone! Alright, what are we looking at here? 5, 4, 3, what was over there? 2 dudes there, huh? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Scrivener. Heroes, downfall. No creatures to chew up, no attacks. You got a lot of cards in your hands there, AgadagaugA. Alright, 3 weird sisters. And we'll put out our Midnight Assassin, that's fine. Let's see. Let's draw a card and lose life. Oh, I don't have anything to grab either. Alright, whatever. Alright, you're getting a Ginny Faye. What is that? Slaughter Specialist. Here, have another dude. And we win! How's this go? Winner, winner, victory dinner! Alright, so here we are with my rotation-proof mono black deck. Each card in here is guaranteed to survive the rotation. And let me just double check that since I put out that guarantee. Yep, everything looks good. I mean, I don't even remember what that is, but, you know, basic lands are basic lands, right? Alright, so, what was the real hero of this deck? You know, Scrivener ended up not being as cool as I thought she would be. At times she did very well, but it was hard. You had to, you know, get a lot of life gain. You know, even just losing life is a good way of doing it too. But like, if I'm doing a good job, people aren't necessarily getting me. Maybe it just depends on the situation, right? Because she's definitely got a lot of potential. A lot of potential. It'd be nice to get a little bit more, maybe life link or something in here, just so you can force it yourself. Like the you know, this, you draw a card and lose a life. You lose a life, which causes the Scrivener to go up by 1, and that's what worked well. And then we were able to, you know, flip this at some point. Midnight Assassin, I put her in because she was relatively cheap. She was flying and Death Touch. You know, flying is an evasion. The more you have of it, the easier it is to get things around. The Graveyard Trespasser, you know, you lose a life and you know, the opponent loses life, you gain a life, which is supposed to make the Scrivener pump up. The Scrivener, you know, here's another one, Invoke Despair. They lose 2 life. Oh, I guess, yeah, they lose life, so that doesn't help you out. Sorry. Meathook Massacre is going to make the Scrivener go up nice. The Slaughter Specialist just feasts off of death. So there is a lot of great stuff going on here. That doesn't have any sort of life gain or life loss with it. So anyways, I don't know. Well, who was the hero? Well, the hero was really like this. Basically, it's the life gainers. It's Slaughter Specialist and Vampire Scrivener. Mostly Slaughter Specialist because she's so incredibly cheap. The fact that you get a 3/3 for 2, even if you're giving somebody else a 1/1 white human creature token, that was great. I could live with that. I could live with that big time. And the fact that you most likely would easily kill it on your next turn, making your guy even bigger, was even better. Yeah, no, this deck, it ended up being pretty decent. So let's give it a rating. Is this deck competitive? I played it, let's see, 6 times. I've got a 67% win rating. I somehow feel like it could be better. I'm not going to say it's competitive, but I'm going to go ahead and put it into at least the upper B section at this moment. Is this deck fun? Yes, there's definitely a lot of fun if you enjoy the whole mono black kind of thing of creature kill and just living off of the life and going after their hand and stuff like that. That was definitely fun. And lastly, was it interesting? I think it had some hooks to it. So let me just say, I'm going to rate this deck. I'm going to give it a solid A. I'm going to give it a solid A. I think it was a good deck. One of the most interesting things about it to me is that it still is capturing my imagination and making me think that with a few more tweaks, it can be even better. But I don't know what that would be at this moment. I really don't. So it's a solid A deck. It's definitely worth a play, and it's going to be a great framework by which to take stuff from, what is the next set coming out? Dominaria United, and to take out some of those black cards and put them into here. Because this deck will definitely allow for swapping out certain cards with whatever it is that you see fit. So come the rotation, you can still play this deck and you can still get along very well. And then immediately after you start filling out your new cards, you can start placing them in this deck and you can still get places. So if you choose to play with this deck post-rotation, I hope you have as much fun with it as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.